So here I want to solve a rational equation, so the fractions. What can I do to get rid of the fractions? We'll look at my denominators. I need to get rid of a w plus 3 and a w plus 4, and over here a w plus 4. So I can multiply the whole equation by w plus 3, w plus 4. But remember, that's going on every single term. So notice here, it's helpful if you want to write that on each one, and then so you can cross them off. If you can visualize the crossing off, you can say, okay, here I can see this and this will both cancel when I multiply by those same two factors, so I just have -4. Here, it's just -2. Nothing is going to cancel, right, because there's not even a denominator. So w plus 4, w plus 3 is still going to be there, and I might as well take this opportunity to FOIL those two together. So w plus 4 times w plus 3. And then on this last one, the w plus 4 is going to cancel, so I'm left with -5 w plus 3. And so then I can distribute the -2 and the -5. And then look for like terms. So there's nothing for -2w squared. But then I have -14 and -5w, so that's -19w. And then -24 and -15 gives me -39. And then I probably want to add this 4 over the other side because I see I have a squared, so I'm going to have to factor to solve something with a squared. So add 4 makes this -35, -39 plus 4. Then I notice everything's negative, so I can either multiply or divide by -1 to change all the signs. It'd be much easier to factor this if everything was positive. So multiplying by -1 on both sides, the 0 stays the same, -1 times 0, and then it's just going to change all these negatives to positives. It'll be easier to factor with positive values. Alright, then this one, we could do AC method, or we could guess and check. At least it starts with a 2, so it's kind of up to you. It's not like an impossibly long one to guess and check. Because at the very least, I know the two first terms are 2w and w. So if I can think of factors of 35, so it's either going to be 35 and 1 or 5 and 7. I think 35 and 1 might make it too big to hit 19, so just try things. So if we put 7 here, just want to show you about guessing and checking is, you don't always get it right the first time. You have to FOIL it to check. So think my works for my first and last terms, but my inside outside will be 7 and 10. That'd give me 17, and I want 19. So let's try these maybe same two numbers, but in a different order. And see how that gives me 14 and 5, which gives me 19. So make sure you guess on guess and checking, or you check. And so now either one of these has to be set equal to 0, gives us possible solutions. And I get w equals -5/2. Right, subtract 5 divided by 2, or w is -7. And if I look at the original equation, the only numbers I can't plug into the original, because it would make me be dividing by 0, are -3 and -4. So both of these can be solutions. We don't need to exclude them, but still not a bad idea to put them back in there, even if it's just in your calculator, to check and make sure that it actually works.